So we went out today up to Eugene and went and picked up some prospecting equipment that was at an estate sale. There's that one. Here's some fine finishing stuff. I still need to figure out what some of this stuff is about, but it's for fine gold recovery. We got a couple of these. These things are called Lapans, and they're supposed to be really easy for speed panning. We got another fine gold recovery piece here. An old sluice right here. It's pretty heavy too. There's some stuff on it we need to figure out with it, but let's see. And then we got this. This is my baby right here. This is a little heavy, but this is what I've been trying to come up with for a while, as far as like a homemade type concept out of a plastic bucket. This is an actual I don't know if it's manufactured, but it's really nicely made. The water, obviously will feed in here. It's got spray bars going all the way around. It's also got the grizzly bars. This is where all the tailings will go out, and then everything else is gonna go right down through here. We got a little flap here that underneath is where all the stuff will run through, and then we'll run another sluice at the end just to make sure we're not missing nothing. But this is something that you can run out on the field, out in the rivers or creeks. Use a stand or however you want to do it. But I have that welding cart you've seen in our other videos that I'm going to put this on, and I can also use this as a recirculating system to use at home. I can go collect buckets of dirt out at different places, bring it home and run it through here, and I've got an area where I can dump all my tailings and it's not going to matter, and I can recirculate at the same time, so I've constantly got fresh water running through it. And this badass mamma jamma right here, this is the gold cube, and this is for recovering gold from the concentrates. And I think this is the 2-tier, or no, 3, whatever. Anyways, the water will feed through the back of here, come through here. This is where you feed all your material, drops down through here into this second layer where everything will pool up here, and then go down through this really aggressive matting and go down to the next level, which this is the final stage of that. And this is something you can run out and out on a creek, river, whatever, even ocean if you're doing some fine, some sand prospecting. And it's got the stand too, but this is what I wanted to do, recirculation, a recirculation setup at home, so I can show you guys video of more of the recovery that we get. And then this was also included in the deal too. That's another little fine gold recovery sluice right there. So, and there's a couple other pieces that Carlos took home with him, and they're both dredgeable high bankers. So yeah, we came up on some good stuff. Thanks to Dan for the hookup on this stuff, and we look forward to doing some stuff with you. And yeah, so I'm going to set some of this up, and you'll see some more of it here soon. Alright, so we're going to run this gold cube and run some dirt through it and see what happens. But there's just a little bit of dirt in here that this is what I ran through the gold cube. I don't expect to find a whole lot. In fact, I'd be surprised if I found any gold in here, but we're gonna just pan it out and see. I should have tried the new pan we got the other day, but I like Old Faithful. See some black sands in here. Big Pebbles still got past my classifier in this. Up in the light. There's some gold in there, but there's also, I don't know if that's platinum, mercury, or whatever, but there's definitely some color in there. Looks like maybe some copper. Yep, there's another little piece of gold in there. Yeah, a bunch of little fine stuff, but there's some stuff in there. Alright, so I'm going to test this out with my bilge pump. This is the high banker that we got from that estate sale. And I haven't really showed much video of it because it was still a work in progress, but I was building a similar idea. And the spray bars that used to go on this here actually fit on here perfectly. And there's a lot less holes in it, so it doesn't require as much pressure to work in theory. Let me grab the other spray bar and I'll show you what that one looked like. This one's made more for like a gas powered pump because it's got a ton of holes and it sprays 3 ways. So I'm definitely going to be using this, but I'm going to try out my idea and see if it works with my bilge pump. So stay tuned and we'll see what. I didn't do a recirculating sluice setup yet because this is just a test run to see if my pump will even run this. I mean, there's a high chance that it won't, but this is just a test just to see. And since it's not recirculating, I've got a couple of buckets of water that I'm going to keep dumping in there because that pump's going to suck that water out real fast. I just want to see what kind of pressure this is going to have from it. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, there's nothing. Okay. That's pretty good. I just need to adjust my bars down a little. Down a little more, but yeah, so far it looks alright. Fill up a little more water in here and try it again. And there's test run 2. There's some leaks, but oh shit. Wasn't paying attention to my water level and went dry. Well, you get the idea. Seems to work okay. I didn't get to run the high banker with the gas-powered pump because I don't have enough fittings to adapt it to it, so that'll be on a later video, or you'll see it when it's running out in the field. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions or if you have any other ideas. And if you do, leave a link in the comments, and I'd love to look at your video and see what kind of ideas you have. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Have a good night.